Word problems have been the bane of existence for countless learners, no matter their age, race, or gender. But I'm going to show you a process that's going to prove to you that word problems have just been given a bum rap. They're not as bad as you think they are.
The bleeping teacher is a Navy veteran, currently teaching GED classes in a prison. This video is not intended for children under 13 or adults who feel the need to clutch their pearls when they hear profanity. If at any time you find yourself clutching your pearls, please note that the emergency exit is located at the top of your screen, where you can click out of the video.
It doesn't matter if you're teaching in public school, prison classroom, or homeschooling, the universal reaction to having to do word problems looks like this. I get it. Word problems have taken me to some pretty dark places too. I promise you there's a light at the end of the tunnel. This lesson's going to be delivered in two parts. The first part will be single-step word problems, meaning we're only going to be using one mathematic operation, and part two will be multi-step word problems. Step one, read the problem. The whole thing. You cannot solve a problem you didn't bother to read. Caleb has 5 balloons. Heather took 4 balloons away from him. How many balloons does Caleb have left? I mean, the solution to this problem is pretty obvious. Heather needs to stop being a bitch. Nobody likes a bitch, Heather. Step 2, underline the question. A big part of teaching is thinking out loud because we have to model to children how we're using our brain to guide them in using theirs. After you read a word problem, just say, even out loud, what do you want from me? After you identify the actual question, underline it. Hint, hint. It's usually at the end of the word problem, but every once in a while, some asshole wrote it and it's in another area. They want to know how many balloons poor Caleb has left. Step 3, circle important information like numbers and clue words. Word problems are often obscure and indirect, which is a total pain in the ass, but they are written this way to build reasoning skills. The math portion of a GED test is called mathematical reasoning. It would be great if math were direct and stated exactly what it wanted you to do, like this. Hey, when you get home, I want you to vacuum and clean the kitchen counters.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. You're going to get something more like this. When you get home, I want you to do something productive. There's plenty of stuff around the house to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Clue words are built into a word problem, and they are going to help you determine which mathematic operation you need to use. So it is imperative that you and your child are familiar with them. Now, these are the posters that we use right now in our prison classrooms, and they are wonderful when they're actually in stock. But my favorite posters have been the ones that I've made with the 3rd grade class, because not only is it fun to bust out all of the poster boards and markers and make math art, it gives us something that we can add to later as we come across new clue words. We just add it to the poster, and then we know to look for that word again in the future. If you aren't sure where to start with making a clue word poster, just do a quick Google search for Operation Clue Words, and tons of shit is going to pop up to help you get started. So, step 3, circle important information like numbers and clue words. Circle important information. 5 balloons, 4 balloons, left is a clue word. Later in the video, I'm going to show you how to zero in on what is important information when you have a word problem that has excess information. Step 4, pick your poison and drink it. This means you're going to evaluate all the information you circled, your clue words, your numbers, and determine which operation you're going to use, and then do it. Make sure your child is showing their work. I can't tell you how many times someone has asked me, what did I do wrong? And I look at the paper and all I see is an answer. How the am I supposed to know what you did wrong? You didn't write anything down. Pick your poison and drink it. Now we see that because something is being taken away, we're going to be subtracting. 5 minus 4 is 1. Step 5, check yourself. Look at your answer. Did you answer the question that they asked you? Check myself. Did I determine how many balloons are left? Yep, sure did. It won't be long before your sweet baby is breezing through these steps and slaying math word problems. Be patient. Don't rush the process. You standing over them being pissy because they don't remember what the next step is, it's only going to make them fucking hate it. Work the steps with them until they get the hang of it. Your child is unique. Hey, what are you doing? Hold on. Get ready for math. Where the are your pants? Never mind. I know. You're fine. Yeah, that's right. Yep, pants way down his brain. Smarter in his underwear. Welcome to my life. Their skill level is unique to them, and the pace at which they learn is unique to them. The worst thing you can do is compare your child's learning journey to that of another child's. Let's do another one. Daphne has 3 books of stamps. Corey has 4 times as many as Daphne. How many books of stamps does Corey have? She has enough to get whatever she wants. Underline the question. Circle the important shit. 3 books of stamps, 4 times as many. Pick your poison and drink it. The clue words 4 times as many let us know that we are going to be multiplying. 3 times 4 is 12. Gonna check myself. Did I determine how many books of stamps Corey has? Yep, sure did. Now those word problems were pretty straightforward, but we won't always be that lucky. Sometimes there's going to be useless information embedded into the word problem, and you have to figure out what you need and what you don't. When I work with children, I explain that sometimes there's extra information that's just garbage, and we need to take out the garbage. When I'm working with adults, it's easier to just say, there's some extra bullshit in there. We don't need it. Get rid of it. We don't need a play-by-play. Hit me with the highlight reel. Deja ate 4 candy bars. If there are 9 calories per bar, how many calories are in 2 candy bars? I'm going to underline the question. They want to know how many calories are in 2. I want to know where the Facebook fact checkers are. 9 calories in a candy bar. No, bullshit, fake news. All right, we're going to circle the important information. 4 candy bars, 9 per bar. How many are in 2? As much as I can relate to Deja eating 4 candy bars, because, 9 calories, why not? It's not relevant to this. Pick your poison and drink it. The word per gives us the clue that we're going to be increasing by that number, and 2 tells us that we're going to be increasing 2 times. So that's multiplication. 9 times 2. Did we determine how many calories are in 2 candy bars? Yep, sure did. There are 830 inmates at the prison, and most of them have 2 legs. If a housing unit can bunk 166 inmates, how many housing units does the prison need? Going to underline our question, circle important information. Got 830, 266. As much as I'm dying to know more about what the hell is going on with the ratio of legs to inmates, it's not relevant to solve this. Pick your poison and drink it. This word problem does not have a specific clue word to guide you in what you're going to be doing, so we have to use some reasoning. We're starting with a large quantity, 830, and we're going to a smaller number, 166, but we're not taking anything away, we're just dispersing it. That makes it go from subtraction to division. 830 divided by 166. Check myself. Did I determine how many housing units are going to be needed to bunk the inmates? Yep, sure did. Now that you know the steps to working a word problem, put on your patient pants and teach that shit. There's going to be bitching and frustration and maybe even tears, but you will live to solve other word problems. Let me know in the comments what math concepts you might like to see me teach in the future. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and share it so I can reach other parents who may be struggling with word problems. Come back next week for part 2, multi-step word problems. Remember, help your children now so I don't have to help them later.
What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do?